Hello guys, I'm back again. As I said on my other videos, I'm trying to document my entire MTG collection, and as I have stated before guys, I'm just going to move a little bit the camera here. I think that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. I have playsets of most of my cards, and we're going to continue with the videos. We're going to continue with the letter T, with the cards that start with the letter T, that are lands and that are non-basic lands. And for first place, we got a beautiful dual land, Taiga. We have 3 in English, and 1 in Italian. And just as a funny thing, guys, I bought this for 150 pesos. That would be around, at this point, be less than $10, guys. That was the price of a Taiga back then. Okay. Now we jump to the tainted cycle. We had 4 tainted fields. Tainted ISO. We have one in Spanish, Isla Contaminada. As you can see, they have play marks. Honestly, I don't care about the near mint cards, you guys. I play with my cards. Then we have Tainted Peak, all in English. And we have Tainted Wood, also all of them in English. We're gonna jump to a newer land. Takenuma Abandoned Mire, in Spanish, Takenuma Pantanos Abandonados. This is from Kamigawa Neo Dynasty set. And as I said, I'm just gonna show you, jump around fast enough. We got Talon Gates of Madara, or versions in English, 4 cards in English. Then we have Tango Islet, in Spanish, Islote Enredado. Dual lands that come into play tab. Not much going to say there. I have this repeated, many of them. We got Tango Pool Bridge, Puente Laguna Enredada, in Spanish. This is an artifact land that comes away play tap. And I like this is one of my favorite cards. I played a lot with it. You can see there is some play. Even it's a little dented. This has been a lot of play. Sorry guys. Tarnished Citadel. I love it because you can play 3 damage to have any mana color of your. Used to play it in Commander back then. Jump to Tectonic Edge, or the Tectonic in Spanish. Featuring peaks, picos oscilantes in Spanish. Now Teferis Isla. This is a facing land. It has facing. And we have Temple Garden, in Spanish, Jardín del Templo, and we got a sign. Really old cards with a lot of play. Original printing, Rámica City Orgueos. Then we have all the temples, the cycle of Templos Fronteros. Temple of Abandon, Templo del Abandono, and one version in Chinese. And then we have Temple of Deceit. We got one version in Japanese, and in Spanish, Templo del Engaño. Then we have Temple of Enlightenment, Templo de la Iluminación, in English and Spanish. Temple of Epiphany. These are all in Spanish. Templo de la Epifanía. I don't know why I don't have it in English, but as I tell you guys, I don't really worry. Templo del Padecimiento. To be honest, guys, I don't even know how it's called in English, but I think it's Malady. Temple of Malady. That's the name. Then we have Temple of Malice. Alicia in Spanish. Temple of Mystery, Templo del Misterio in Spanish. Temple of Plenty, Templo de la Abundancia in Spanish. Temple of Silence, which is Templo del Silencio in Spanish, guys. We're gonna go to a Temple of the Dragon Queen, Templo de la Reina de los Dragones. I honestly don't even remember this card, but it looks nice. Temple of the False God, Templo de la Diosa Falsa. I love when I have all cards in Spanish. Come to the Temple of Triumph, Temple de Triunfo in Spanish. Tendon Ice Bridge from Betrayers of Kamigawa, Puente Helado de Tendo, in one Chinese version. Termino Moraine, Spanish and English. Then we've got Terrain Generator, Generador de Terrenos, three in English, one in Spanish. Terramorphic Expanse. This one is in Russian, Expansión Terramórfica in English. Future Sight. Living in Mexico City when this came out back then. This is 2006, almost 19 years ago. Then we got Talacos Lowlands, and we have three of the original printings and one of the reprints. As you can see, this was an uncommon, but the symbol was in black, but when it was made a white border, it was color silver. Blazers. Oh, this one has a little bit of wear. We jump to the Autonomous Furnace, el horno autónomo. The Biblioplex, la Biblioplex in Spanish. Well, this is from the unstable sets and punished sets, the big top. I am getting all the cards from the sets, but I might not get all sets of 4. I might just keep some of them in just 1 of each. But some of them I do get them 4 of. We got the Black Gate, La Puerta Negra in Spanish. There's a song, La Puerta Negra sigue cerrada, con 3 candados. If anybody knows the song, sing it. The Josh Pitts, Los Fosos del Trozo. Oh, you should ask Sculptor Vidal. He probably knows the La Puerta Negra song in Spanish. He loves those kinds of songs. Okay. Then we got the Fair Basilica, La Basilica Pálida in Spanish. And we jump one from the future, from the Final Fantasy set. The Gold Saucer. El Gold Saucer. No sé por qué. I don't know why they just named it the same. They should just renamed it in Spanish. The Grey Heavens. We got 2 versions from the full art and 2 in Spanish. Los Puertos Grises. Lord of the Rings sets. Oops, sorry. Then we got the Hunter's Maze, el laberinto de los cazadores. We are going next to the Monumento Fachade, la fachada monumental. This is a stamped card. This one in English and this one in Spanish. Then from the Micocent Garden, los jardines micosintético. Spanish and English versions. The Seed Core, el núcleo de la semilla. These are Spanish and English. The Shire. Another one from the Lord of the Rings. We got the Shire, La Comarca in Spanish, and the Shire in English. This is a full art version. Looks really nice compared. I love full arts, but I still enjoy having the original printing. Then we got the Surgical Bay, El Pabellón Quirúrgico. Okay, and if you guys are cheating and looking at the top card, you know what's coming up next. Well, these are Italian, guys. They're not as expensive as the ones that are in English. Just pull them out. I'm not using gloves. And this is 4 Tabernacles of Pendaval. The Tabernacle of Pendaval. The Il Tabernaculo della Valle di Pendaval. Something like that should be pronounced. These are in Italian, guys. Legends in Italians. They are cheaper than in English, but as you can see, I have 4 of them. I hardly ever play with them. They're almost near me. This one has a little scars of penny. These guys cost me $200 each, around that much. So just imagine how much they're worth now. Then we go to the World Tree, El Árbol del Mundo in Spanish, English versions. Caspian Stage, Escenario de Actores. Then we jump to another artifact land, Trolling Glint Bridge, Puente Fulgo Espinoso in Spanish, dual land that comes into play tap, but it's an artifact land. And we have Dawnspire Birch. This is a dual land that only can be activated if you have the other basic land. And we have Umbral de la Torre Espinada, and we have a full art version. Then we got Thornwood Falls, Cascadas Bosque Espinoso in Spanish, the old land that comes into play tap. Then Tran Porto, Portal Tran in Spanish. Twan Quarry, I also love this card a lot. I played with it a lot back in the day. We have Twan Quarry, and one Japanese version. Chinese version, and this is from the original printing Orsa Saga set. Then we jump to a newer version of the 3-3 City. That's kind of a tongue raider. I don't know how you call it in Spanish. Trabalenguas in Spanish, and in English I don't know how you call it. So 3-3 City. Ciudad Tres Árboles. We have 2 alternate versions. This is winter, I guess. This is autumn. Should have gotten the other one, but I'm happy with that. And we got this annoying little cards, Trading Gloves. And I say annoying because every card that comes out in the Jumpstart versions is just a waste of boosters to be opened, so you get a lot of this junk lands. Thriving Group, and I do buy a lot, trying to get all the cards that come out. Then we have Thriving Heat, and Traveling Isla. No Spanish, only English, yeah. And Thriving Moor. Okay. Jumps out of the way. We continue with Throne of the Makindi. Trono de Makindi. Throne of Makindi. Spanish and English. Throne of the High City. English. Then we had a dual land, Thundering Falls. This is one of the surveillance in Spanish, Cataratas Atronadoras. Then we go to Timber Gorger, Desfiladero de Madera, Spanish and English versions. Nice Ice Age Land, Timberland Ridge. Okay. Not a lot of wear, but they're not near me. We go to Tinder Farm, Spanish. Sacrifice it to get to mana. Tocacias Dig Site, excavación de Tocasia. Then we go to Tolaria. This is from the original Legends in English, not in Italian like the other ones. But sorry guys, as a player, I do buy the cheapest cards, not the most expensive ones. Okay, Tolaria West, Tolaria Oeste, the Russian version. This is the Transmute Land. I played a lot with this. There's a couple of things that have seen this in play. Then we jump to a little one that's a little expensive. Tolarian Academy. Really proud of my Mexican version. Academia Toleriana. And this is Japanese clearly. So I have 4 of them. Not much play, but really happy to have it. Then we go to Tomb Fortress, Fuerte de la Necrópolis in Spanish. I was never a fanatic of Warhammer, but I did get all the cards. Tomb of the Spirit Dragon, Tumba del Dragón Espíritu. Tomb of Urami, Tumba de Urami in Spanish. This is from Sabers of Canada. Well, not a good set, to be honest. Almost killed Magic back then. Okay, we got Tournament Grounds, Estadio de Torneos in Spanish, Trilan. Then we got Tower of the Magister. For Micaiah Masques, it gets protections from artifacts and then a journey creature. Station. This one is a full art, well, not a full art, but alternate art version. Estación de Transvías in Spanish. Then we got Tranquil Club, Cala Tranquila in Spanish. Then we have Tranquil Expense, Expansión Tranquila. Spanish. Jump to Tranquil Garden. We have a Chinese version, so in English this is from Kamigawa Original set. We have Tranquil Landscape, Pasaje Sereno, Tranquil Ticket next. Spanish Maleza Tranquila. And then we jump to Transguild Promenade, Paseo Transgremial in Spanish. We're gonna mention Treasure Vault, Cámara del Tesoro. Look at the difference, guys. The colors are telling you Spanish and, well, English and other languages do have slight colors differences. We got Tree of Tales, Árbol de Cuentos, original artifacts. Treetop Village, we have 4 old versions. Aldea Nas Copas, Aldea Las Copas there. That's a weird name to pronounce in Spanish here, guys. I never knew that's how you pronounce it in Spanish. Well, that's how the name was called in Spanish. Trench Post. Since I read English and Spanish, guys, sometimes I don't pay attention to what my cards say because I understand them. And I do have vague knowledge of French, Italian. So sometimes I just don't notice what they are printed in. Treno Dark City. Treno la ciudad que no duerme. Nothing to say with the name. This is the Dark City. And this is the city that does not sleep. Nothing to do. Then we have Transaloric Clock Tower. Sorry. Treasure Horn Sinks. Huecos de Treasure Horn. This is the consonant version. And we got a nice tropical island, and we have one in Italian also. Isola Tropicale. Good steak, guys. Just remember, you guys, I bought all of them, one of each, for $300 back in the day. I do own all 40 of them. The dolphins, all of them are from Ribeyes. I only have one from Unlimited. And these are 2 tundras in Italian and 2 in English. I don't mind that you would tell me that the tundra in English is more expensive than the one in Italian. I enjoy having both the names. And to be honest, guys, one of these 2 cards, I think it's this one because it's the one that has more play. It's the oldest one I have, I guess. I exchanged this card for 2 Shocklands back in the day in Mexico City. And I remember when I was doing the deal, a friend of mine came around and said, like, God damn, you're taking advantage of me, because I was giving 2 Shocklands and he was giving me a Tundra. Funny thing is, the guy that was exchanging the cards with me answered to my friend, well, it's because this guy plays Legacy, so he will enjoy it. And I was like, yeah, you play Legacy, I just want the dual. And now, years after, I'm laughing at myself. I'm laughing with myself, saying everybody thought I was gonna lose it because I was keeping the Tundra, and looks how what happened after the years. Turn-timber group, arboleda de madera torcida in Spanish. Twilight Mire, this is the filterless, they were called in Spanish. Lodacaldo crepusculo, this is Portuguese, this is not Spanish, guys. And we have Twisted Landscape, Paisaje Sinuoso, and Japanese version. Finally, for this video, Pirate Sanju, Santuario de Tirita, and we have a full art version and 3 normal ones. And just for the fun of it, guys, want to see a lot of money in the screen, I'll do the same thing I did last time. Just for fun, guys, just for fun. Let me just find it, okay? Another one. And the tabernacle. Oh, here it is. Okay, so let's put a lot of money on the screen, guys. I don't know how much money this is, but I know it's a lot of money. Maybe somebody can buy a car with it. Okay, so there you go. 4 tabernacles for Pendabow, 4 tropical islands, 4 tundras, and 4 taigas, guys. And for this, I hope you have enjoyed the video. Then I might do another one more later on or tomorrow with the rest of the non-basic plans. But until then, guys, bye.